We all love watching the informative videos of Kevin Stratvert. His story is quite interesting and inspiring. In this video, I'll tell you how Kevin fell in love with technology, how he started his company at 15, and how after working at Microsoft for more than a decade, he quit his job to become a full-time YouTuber. So now let's start from the beginning. Kevin Stratvert was born in 1983 in New York City, U.S. to Bruce and Renata Stratvert. He grew up in Morristown, New Jersey, and has a brother, Steven Stratvert. Growing up, Kevin was into basketball, but he became interested in computers after his father bought a family computer. He started off in playing computer games like SimCity and Transport Tycoon, and these taught him the power of compounding, which later helped him in his investments. Kevin was interested in the web while in middle school. Those were the times when the web was growing rapidly with many people getting online. AOL was the prominent internet provider, and as there weren't social media platforms, people used to express themselves by setting up their own websites. Kevin got fascinated by websites and web pages and created his own website in the late 1990s and started building websites for local businesses. He later realized that even though he was earning a one-time fee from customers for setting up websites, he wasn't earning recurring revenue from them. So, Kevin decided to start a web hosting company by which he can earn a recurring income. The 15-year-old Kevin launched his web hosting company, emegaweb.com, in October 1999 in Morristown. This company, which he started while studying in high school, started with just a couple of customers and eventually gained many customers from across the world, and people started reselling on his behalf, and his business never looked back. At the time, Kevin used to make a revenue of $24,000 and profit of $16,000 per year. With 120 customers and running the web hosting company exposed him to both the technical and business sides. He bought his own server, hosted accounts on it, and did marketing and accounting and advertised in the New York Times and various alumni magazines. After running the business for 6 years and 10 months, in July 2006, Kevin sold it to his friend. He also ran blogs like Unlimited Net Worth, Sheet Music Hits, Kevin's Wolverine fan page, and Hail to the Victors. After finishing schooling from Morristown High School in 2002, Kevin joined Stephen M. Ross School of Business at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor to study for a degree in Bachelor of Business Administration. He majored in business, minored in German, and took technical courses like C++ and database courses and graduated in 2006 with high distinction. Kevin, through running his web hosting company, observed that he loved both running a business and technical aspects, but as he was more inclined towards the business side, he studied BBA. Kevin worked as an operations management intern at Spedition Lumen GmbH in Cuxhaven, Germany, in 2004. While studying at university, he noticed Microsoft conducting interviews, so he submitted his resume and faced the marketing interview, where his experience with running the web hosting company helped him. Kevin interned at Microsoft in Redmond in 2005, in between his junior and senior years at the university, and worked on a variety of projects, and while interning, he, along with around 50 interns, got invited to Bill Gates' house overlooking Lake Washington in Medina, where they had a dinner. Kevin got a chance to explore Bill Gates' house and interact with him. Kevin joined Microsoft as an associate product manager in Redmond after graduating from university in August 2006 and started working on Managed Exchange Server Link, which evolved into Microsoft Teams and PR. He worked at this company for a total of 14 years in various roles like Search Account Manager, Global Process Manager, Product Manager 2, and Senior Product Manager. While working as a full-time product manager at Microsoft, Kevin noticed that most of the people needed to wear an IT hat, and they were expected to use new software tools and complicated programs, which overwhelmed them and sometimes him too. Kevin used to personally explain the tools to his colleagues and realized an opportunity to educate people about these tools, but felt that teaching people one-on-one isn't feasible. So, he decided to produce tech videos, as the videos are scalable and an excellent teaching medium and can reach a lot of people. Even though Kevin started his eponymous YouTube channel on January 8, 2007, he published his first tutorial video, How to Use Your Phone as a Mic, only on September 20, 2016. Prior to this, he used to publish random videos on his channel. At the time, his tutorial videos were receiving only a few hundred views, but as he liked teaching, he persisted. While working at Microsoft, Kevin used to follow Jeff Bezos and read the book, The Everything Store, Jeff Bezos in the age of Amazon, where he came across the concept of the regret minimization framework, which encourages one to follow their dreams by visualizing one to be in their 80s and have no regrets while looking back at life. Kevin was hooked to this concept, as he previously started a web hosting business and scaled it from nothing to having more than 100 customers and loved the experience. He thought that if he didn't start a business again, he would regret this in his 80s, and even though he loved working at Microsoft, he loved the ownership mentality of running his own business even more. So, Kevin decided to become an entrepreneur once again, but this time around, scale his business bigger than his previous web hosting business and decided to work on his YouTube channel full-time and scale it as a business. While working at Microsoft, Kevin used to spend just 20% of his time for his YouTube channel and work on it only on Sundays and on nights during the weekdays and dedicate 80% of his time to Microsoft. But he was earning more through his channel than his job. So, Kevin decided to become a full-time YouTuber and grow his channel even bigger. So he quit his job on July 17, 2020, and became a full-time YouTuber. Kevin was confident of this decision. Thanks to having several fallbacks like his wife has been working in Microsoft, he made good savings and investments, and he used to receive job offers from Google and Facebook. At Microsoft, Kevin used to help people by developing software and products, but he loved helping people on a more personal level through his YouTube channel. He became a millionaire at 33. Currently, Kevin has more than 3.2 million subscribers on YouTube, and he earns from ads, sponsorships, affiliate marketing, and selling Excel for Beginners course. Kevin got featured on Windows Central, CNBC, Fast Company, and GeekWire. Now let's take a brief look at his personal life. While working at Microsoft, Kevin met Carrie in a Microsoft Connector bus and proposed to her at Discovery Park, Seattle, in May 2014. Later, they got married. This couple has 2 children. She works as a principal PM manager at Microsoft. Kevin knows French and German. His favorite TV show is Shark Tank, and he lives in Seattle, Washington. So, how are you inspired by Kevin Stravvert's story? Please comment below. If you are into reading, I've also written his story on my website. Find the link in this video's description. For more success stories of your favorite YouTubers, please subscribe to my channel.